Okay, a message for the Delphi community and more specifically Rick Snay. I wanted to make sure I got this video done properly because this is an important video. What was it, 2 years ago, Rick? You had a situation on your channel when you first opened up. I think you had 300 or 400 followers, subscribers. I had close to 1,500 to 2,000. That's not my point here. My point is that when people started attacking your fucking daughter, if I remember more specifically, they were like texting her and getting information from her behind your fucking back. And that actually enraged me. And I stepped up to the plate for you. And I told everybody that was in the Delphi community, knock it off, right? And that's when I had said, you know, if they're going to keep that kind of shit up, we're going to find out who those people are, because that's alarming and damaging. And at that time, me and Rick Snay weren't cool. And we're still not cool right now. But people are still talking about Rick Snay's daughter and shit like that. And I'm just going to say, knock that shit off again. Or, you know, if you're going to keep that up, people will find out who you are and they're going to expose you due to the fact that you're talking about possibly underage kids. And just because you want to utilize that as a tactic to threaten somebody to shut them down, that's been exposed. And I exposed the person that introduced that tactic when they first opened up their YouTube channel, and his name is Anthony Greeno. So those, if you haven't noticed, it's been a pattern. It's been the same type of shit. It's been the same exact way that they go after creators in order to threaten them, to dox them, so they can get to the families. That's how insane and crazy this community truly is. So with Rick Snay, you better knock it off. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to ask you this, Rick, right now, and I'm going to ask you very fucking kindly. Don't ever talk about my cousin again. If you think my emotions are fake and phony, that's fine. That's your opinion. But I'm asking you nicely and kindly. My cousin died just 2-3 nights ago. Okay, it hasn't even sinked in yet. I'm trying my best to not even think about it at this point. She has a son, is my nephew, and that's something that I'm trying to comprehend how I'm going to deal with it when I come around and I end up seeing him now that he only has his father left. And I'm not going to mention any fucking names. I don't know why you would want her first name or last name, because you asked me, or you asked your community why I never mentioned the name of my cousin that passed. There's a fucking specific reason for that, is because of the doxing and threats. I think you should know about that at this point. Now, you can't, if you don't know about it, then you're simply being naive, and I don't mean to offend you at this point, but I'm asking you kindly, Rick, don't ever talk about my cousin again. Don't ever talk about her again, okay? I've never talked about your fucking kids. I've actually stepped up to the plate for your kids before, and I'm doing it again. So this is the second time I'm telling the community, all of the whole Delphi community, don't fucking talk about everybody else's children. That shit's uncalled for, and you're going to be exposed for that kind of action. So kindly, Rick, don't ever talk about my cousin again. If you remove the video, I would appreciate that, or at least edit that part out on behalf of my cousin who did just pass away. I haven't had a chance to actually grieve yet. It was thrown at me first thing in the morning. I had to deal with my mom that was up here from there. So she stays with her sister, which is the mother of my cousin that just passed. So I had firsthand trauma on my hands because my mother that was here broke down. I had to deal with that. Even though I was growing up with this cousin, was basically more like a sister to me, because we spent every day together. And that's why my mom was with the sister, because we had always moved to the same city and town to live so close to each other, because we were all around the same age. So I'm asking you kindly, Rick, please take it down or edit it out. I don't mind everything else. I never even watched the whole video, but I had watched it to that point, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to fucking be kind about this situation. I'm saying, please remove it or edit it out. Thank you. Have a good day.